Hey, welcome to another maths methods video. Again, we're looking at measurement. So in the last measurement video, we just had a sort of introduction as to the prefixes we use with our measurements in helping us understand them. In this one, we're going to have a look at the prefix kilo and the different kilo measurements we have, like kilogram, kilometer, and, well, sometimes kiloliter, I suppose, as well. So let's have a look and remind ourselves of what the prefix kilo means. So if you remember, if you've watched the last video, kilo means 1,000. So a kilometer is 1,000 meters, a kilogram is 1,000 grams, and a kiloliter is 1,000 liters, although you don't often find that. So if we had a look at converting, sometimes we need to convert measurements for various different reasons, which we'll go into later. So if we have a look at the first one, if we wanted to convert kilograms to grams, we can just break it down in terms of what it means. So kilo means 1,000, so 1 kilogram means 1,000 grams. So 1 kilogram would be 1,000 grams. Fairly straightforward if you can remember what the prefix means. 3 kilograms, oh, there should be an S at the end of that. Whoop. Let's pluralize. 3 kilograms, so if 1 kilogram is 1,000, 2 kilograms is 2,000, 3 kilograms is 3,000. So it would be 3,000 grams. 3,000 grams. So if you read the kilo as just 1,000 in this case, it would be 3,000 grams. If we have a look at this bottom one, we have 1.5 kilograms. Let's pluralize again. 1.5 kilograms. If we read kilo as 1,000, we have 1,500 grams. So I know that 1,000 would be that. Now I need to find out what half of 1,000 would be. So half of 10 is 5, half of 100 is 50, half of 1,000 is 500. So 1.5 kilograms, we can write it as 1,500 grams. You probably already noticed what the pattern is here. Because there is 1,000 grams, a kilo means 1,000, so there are 1,000 grams in a kilo, 1,000 meters in a kilometer, and 1,000 liters in a kiloliter. To convert from kilo, so if we had a kilo measurement, well, let's put that in there, say kilogram, then kilometer, or kilometer really it should be, shouldn't it? And let's just rub out what 1,000 means, and a kiloliter. I mean, I can't ever remember seeing kiloliter. I'm sure it exists. So if we had a kilometer or a kilogram or a kiloliter, if we're converting that to its root measurement, meters, grams, or liters, like we just did there, we times by 1,000. If we are going the other way, so if we have a measurement in meters, grams, or liters, and we want to know what that would be in their kilo equivalents, we would do the inverse. So the inverse is the opposite. Instead of multiplying by 1,000, we are going to divide by 1,000. So let's have a look at how we do this. Now, you've probably got your own methods for multiplying and dividing by 1,000. I always like to use a place value chart. So let's start off by let's start off with a kilometer. So if we say we have got 1.2 kilometers, and we would like to know what that would be in meters. So when we're converting from kilometers to meters, we're going to multiply by 1,000. Now what I like to do is stick it into a place value chart, so 1.2, and I know when we are multiplying by 1,000, the numbers make 3 jumps to the left in our place value. So the 1 would go 1 jump, 2, 3, and would end up in the thousands. Basically because we're multiplying by 1,000. So 1 times 1,000 is 1,000. Again, we ignore the decimal point here, and the 2 is going to make some jumps as well. Let's change colour so you can see this. 1, 2, 3, and it ends up in the hundreds column. Then we need 2 placeholders, in this case zeros. So 1.2 kilometers in meters would be 1,200. Okay, so we multiply by 1,000. What we've done there is 1.2 multiplied by 1,000, which gives us 1,200. If we were going the other way though, if we had, for instance, some meters, let's say 1,050 meters, and we wanted to know what that would be in kilometers, we would do the inverse. So we would actually divide by 1,000. So we'd have 1,050 divided by 1,000. Now on a place value chart, for multiplying by 1,000 we made 3 jumps to the left. When we're dividing by 1,000 we make 3 jumps to the right because the numbers are getting smaller. So let's plug our number into our place value chart. So it's 1,050, and so the numbers make 3 jumps to the left. So this 0 would go, we ignore the decimal, 1, 2, 3, and would end up down in the thousands column. The 5 again would make 3 jumps to the right. 1, 2, 3. And the 0, 1, 2, 3. And the 1, 1, 2, 3 would end up there. And we must remember our decimal places as well. And this is what we would end up with, 1.050. Now with decimals, we don't need that extra 0 there. So it would be, I'll write it out just for the sake of seeing how the numbers have jumped. So it'd be 1.050 kilometers. So when we're working the other way, when we have a root unit of measurement, such as meters, grams, and liters, and we want to convert it to kilograms or kilometers or kiloliters, we divide by 1,000. If we want to convert a kilo measurement to a root measurement, we multiply by 1,000. Okay. In the next video, we'll have a look at milli and root measurements as well. So until next time, enjoy your maths, have a go, and I'll see you in the next video.